The three fast lines on the swing chart are swing pink, swing yellow, and swing Zion. And you will see those obviously move faster than swing gray, which is your deep cycle indicator. And the swing gray moves slower. And so when pink and yellow and Zion are going up, swing gray can still be going down. When swing pink is a fast indicator, it's probably the second fastest only to zip red, and zip gray may be the second fastest, and swing Zion, swing pink, the third fastest. But all three of them are leading indicators. And a leading indicator is something that actually tells you about what's happening tomorrow, if I can be so brazen to say that. And that's not really what it does. What it does is it picks up tiny market pressures that tell us what's going to happen tomorrow. And if you've read the history section or some of the other sections in the system, you've ran into the comparison that I make between the sensitive indicators and the connection they have with the supercomputers at the exchanges, because there's no logical reason why these indicators are so accurate in their directional aspects. When these indicators indicate that it's going to go up, it goes up a very high percentage of the time. And I firmly believe that they're connected into the same type of format that the exchange computers are tied into. We just stumbled into them, and I'm sure ours are have nowhere near the ability that I know they don't, but we do for some reason have the ability to see what they see, and I don't know why. But and I say that simply because of the high probability accuracy. You know, high probability is one thing, but when you're at 98 and 99% of the time something's happening and you say it's going to happen, that's higher than normal. That's higher than even high probability. And so I firmly believe that we're connected in the same way somehow by writing the code similarly to how the code is written in the supercomputers. That's the only justification, the only logical way I can identify the accuracy level of the system. These indicators that I'm gonna flip over and show you are the swing gray. Those three indicators that I talked are those three fast indicators on the swing chart, and the super sensitivity that swing pink has. And if you look at all three examples on the green line, the next day is hardly a price move at all, but yet the pink line is going up, and the Zion and the yellow and the swing line are all going down. And so the swing pink picks up that first connection with a uptrend. And oftentimes the swing pink, let's see, how do I say this? When you have a fairly strong downtrend, like these three examples, the first one, or the one on the right, is a strong downtrend. The other two I don't consider necessarily to be a strong downtrend, but they're not too bad. In the last couple of days, on the back side of each of the green vertical lines. That being said, when that downtrend occurs fairly strongly in the previous 2 days or 3 days, and Zip Pink can identify the start of an uptrend. I said that wrong. Not Zip Pink. Swing Pink can start the can identify the start of an uptrend. When you have like, I'll move this line over and just show you this. Right here we have Swing Pink going down. It happens to be in a high right leg pattern, so maybe that has something to do with the next day activity. But, and I'll just kind of compare it. It probably does, yeah. When you have Swing Pink, not in a situation, when you have a Swing Pink that, like, I'll move it over here. When you have a Swing Pink that is not in a strong downtrend the previous couple of days, Swing Pink doesn't act the same way, except on the day that the pattern occurs. Like on this, on the day that the Swing Pink goes up. Swing Pink here, however, has another factor in it, and that is Swing Pink went up in a BOC higher pattern, which constitutes a next day up, and can oftentimes constitute more than that. If you take that same situation and you bring it over to here, you have a red. I'll move it over 1 day because now the Swing Pink is up, and the thing that you can't, or the thing that we sometimes fail to look at is what's happening with the other candles around us. And on this day, for example, we have literally a tiny green candle, and but we have the same condition that we had over here as far as the pink right here, excuse me, as far as the Zip Pink going up. Now, I guess I'm mistaken there. In this case, in the case where I'm at right now, Zip Pink, Zip Yellow, and Zip Zion are all going up, whereas on this case right here, Zip Pink and Zion are up, but Yellow is down. So we have a, and it looks like we've started into a downtrend over here. We have on the Swing Gray. So what I was trying to convey is not the same pattern, is not the same conditions within the pattern. So be aware of those conditions. The obvious situation I had here, I'm going to move this green line back to where I had it. The obvious conditions that you might recognize on one pattern are just like I did there in that example. I didn't look carefully at the other swing lines, and that's when you're making a judgment call on what to enter into on the way of a trade. It's a tough thing if you're not looking at all the indicators, because they will tell you what's happening, and that's good.